Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and profound Tibetan Buddhist practice known as Phowa. Often called the practice of conscious dying, Phowa is a spiritual method used to transfer one's consciousness at the moment of death, guiding it toward enlightenment or a favorable rebirth. Whether you're a student of Tibetan Buddhism, interested in life after death, or curious about advanced meditation, this video is for you. What if death wasn't the end, but a conscious passage to awakening? What if you could guide your soul through the final doorway, with clarity, peace, and purpose? That's exactly what Phowa offers, a powerful and compassionate roadmap for the moment of transition. Let's explore how this ancient Tibetan practice can transform the way we think about life and death. So, let's get into it. What exactly is Phowa, and how does it work? Phowa is an ancient and sacred practice in Tibetan Buddhism that focuses on the process of transferring one's consciousness during the moment of death. Sometimes called the transference of consciousness or mind transfer, this practice is designed to help the practitioner attain liberation from the cycle of samsara, the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. The ultimate goal of Phowa is to direct the consciousness of the practitioner at the time of death toward a higher, enlightened realm or pure land. This helps avoid the confusion and suffering that can arise during the dying process, guiding the consciousness towards liberation. In Tibetan Buddhism, the bardo, which is the intermediate state between death and rebirth, is considered a crucial moment in this journey. Phowa is designed to prepare the practitioner for the bardo and help them navigate it with awareness, ensuring they don't get trapped in the cycle of rebirth, but instead reach a higher state of consciousness. The essence of Phowa lies in its ability to guide the consciousness during death. During this process, the practitioner visualizes their mind leaving the body and entering an enlightened realm. The most important part of the practice is the use of the crown chakra, the top of the head, as the point of exit for the consciousness. At the moment of death, the consciousness is directed through the crown chakra, which is seen as the gateway for the soul to exit the physical body. This process is thought to help the practitioner avoid confusion and suffering by moving their consciousness toward enlightenment, bypassing the potential pitfalls of the bardo. The Phowa practice is often associated with the teachings in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, which outlines the stages of the bardo. Through the practice of Phowa, the practitioner can become familiar with these stages and prepare for them with clarity and calmness. Now that we understand the goal and essence of Phowa, let's look at how the practice is actually carried out. Before beginning Phowa, the practitioner must cultivate a calm, focused mind. Meditation and visualization are critical in preparing for the journey. The practitioner must also develop compassion and bodhicitta, which is the wish to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. Without these qualities, the practice cannot be fully effective. Visualization is one of the key components of Phowa. The practitioner imagines themselves being guided by an enlightened being, such as a Buddha or a deity, as they visualize light entering the crown of their head. This light represents wisdom and is seen as the channel through which the consciousness will leave the body. The practitioner prepares to direct their consciousness into this enlightened state through the crown chakra. The practitioner focuses on the central channel, known as the Sushumna, which runs along the spine and connects the chakras. The energy flows upward through this channel, and when practicing Phowa, the consciousness is directed through the crown chakra, exiting the body toward the higher realms. During Phowa, practitioners may recite mantras or prayers to reinforce the transfer of consciousness. These mantras help to solidify the intention of the practice and ensure that the consciousness moves towards a state of enlightenment. After death, the consciousness enters the bardo, a transitional state where it experiences visions and phenomena. With Phowa, practitioners are trained to recognize these experiences and use the teachings to guide their consciousness to a favorable rebirth or direct liberation. Phowa practice is also used during one's lifetime to prepare the mind for this transition. An interesting aspect of Phowa is that advanced practitioners can help others during their transition to death. In some traditions, Phowa can be performed on behalf of someone who is dying or has already passed away. By applying the practice with compassion, the practitioner can direct the consciousness of the deceased to a favorable rebirth or even toward enlightenment. This act of helping others in their spiritual journey not only benefits the person receiving Phowa but also accumulates merit for the practitioner. It's a beautiful expression of compassion and generosity. At its core, Phowa is about liberation, freeing oneself from samsara. If a practitioner is able to master this practice, they can transcend the attachment and fear that often arise at the time of death. The ultimate goal is to leave the body without fear, without attachment, and enter a state of Buddhahood, either in the Pure Land or directly attaining enlightenment. The Pure Land is considered an ideal realm for continuing the path to Buddhahood, free from the distractions of samsara. Practicing Phowa helps direct the mind toward this realm, ensuring that the practitioner's consciousness can evolve without being hindered by the cycle of birth and death. In Tibetan Buddhism, various symbols are deeply intertwined with the practice of Phowa. The crown of the head is where the consciousness exits at the time of death. It is seen as the most important point for the transfer of consciousness, which is why Phowa emphasizes guiding the consciousness out through this chakra. The central energy channel, the Sushumna, connects all the chakras and is the path through which the soul travels during Phowa practice. It is the channel that guides the consciousness towards liberation. The Pure Land is the blissful realm where one can be reborn and continue their path toward enlightenment. It's considered a perfect place for spiritual practice, free from the distractions and obstacles of samsara. To wrap up, Phowa is one of the most profound and transformative practices in Tibetan Buddhism. It's designed to help practitioners consciously transition from life to death, guiding the consciousness toward liberation or a favorable rebirth. By practicing visualization, meditation, and mantra recitation, the practitioner prepares their mind for the ultimate journey. Phowa offers a path of liberation, free from the fear and attachments associated with death, allowing one to enter the Pure Land or attain Buddhahood. It is a practice deeply rooted in compassion, and through Phowa, we can not only work toward our own enlightenment, but also help others on their spiritual journeys. If you found this practice fascinating and want to learn more, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more spiritual content, and drop your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and may you find peace and clarity on your spiritual path. Take care, and see you in the next video.